we doing? How are we feeling on another snow day? It's another snowy one out there, Retro.
Sure is, Dean.
Snowy kind of day, so we decided
lots of snow, too much snow.
It's a lot of snow, yeah. I mean, it doesn't stick around, but it's a lot of snow. It's enough that the guy's got, well, a guy or his wife has to go shovel.
Somebody's got to move that snow.
Someone's got to do it. Got to be moving that around. Welcome to the program on the start of another big week. Big week.
Huge week. Because it's a 4-day week, right?
That's right. Yep.
Love the 4-day work week, Dean.
Helmets on. Strap them up. This program, this podcast, this show is a presentation of Bet365. Hockey fans, check out Bet365's 3-goal early payout. When your team goes up 3, you get paid. It's that simple. Download the app today. Must be 19 or older. Please play responsibly. Let's do everything responsibly. Super chat up and running for you today. The youth centers of Calgary will benefit from your generosity. If you're watching live and you're in the YouTubes and the chat and you put some money down, then we'll get to the youth centers of Calgary and they'll do some good work with it. As we're here in the you can see out my window there, my beautiful picture window. There's some snow out here in the mountains. Snowy times.
Even in the mountains, it's snow. That's amazing.
Yeah. Especially up here in the higher elevations.
Gotcha. Yeah. Get lower down in the hill. Maybe not as much.
Yeah. McLeod-law.com is the website. If there's something coming up, you need legal assistance, you need legal help, you need legal advice, or if all of a sudden there's been something catastrophic or there's an emergency situation in your life, either way, it's McLeod Law. First thing that pops into your mind is to contact the good people. They're in Calgary. They're Calgary based. They're all about Calgary. Love those Calgary roots, and they're here for you, McLeod-law.com. As we get into the show, on a game day, get your helmet on. Flames in Denver.
Let's go get that loss, boys. Come on. This should be one that we could circle right?
Not been a lot of losing these days. These Flames, they're
I know you're not at home now. You got no one to impress in Denver. Go into Denver and chill out.
Have a Denver and just relax. I don't know. Do people enjoy the Denver?
I think so. It's
Jack,
it's an old school small town thing.
I was going to say,
you're not going to go downtown to some of the fancy joints and say, "Hey, I'll have a Denver." You're going to get a hairy eyeball from the server, and they're going to be, what are you talking about?
What?
Huh?
I'm just trying to think. You bring it up. When's the last time you've been to a restaurant or a diner and you've seen a Denver sandwich on the menu?
I had someone order a Denver in 2026. I don't know exactly when it was, but it was in 2026. So it has been semi-recently.
Right. Where are you on the Denver, Jack? Do you partake?
I'm Googling what is the Denver in Denver because I have no idea.
Well, the Denver in Denver isn't a thing. The Denver sandwich is a sandwich. And I just thought if you were ever in Denver, you should have a Denver.
The Denver's okay.
That if I'm ever in Denver, guy's got to have a Denver. Can you imagine if you went to Denver and they didn't do Denver sandwiches, how disappointed you'd be? Oh my God.
I don't know that I've ever had a Denver in Denver, and I've been to Denver a lot.
There it is. Read it aloud, Jack.
A Denver sandwich in Denver is a classic hot breakfast or lunch sandwich consisting of a Denver omelet, ham, diced onions, green bell peppers, and scrambled eggs. Sandwiched between 2 slices of toast, often buttered bread, sometimes known as a Western sandwich.
Western sandwich.
Yep. That's awesome.
I've been known to go a little free and loose with my Denver. I don't know that I would say I've definitely in my life had more without green bell peppers than with. Just kind of
technically, I believe it is. If you are at a high-end restaurant like we just spoke of,
and
you ask for a Denver,
you're getting the bell peps.
You're getting the peps.
Ham, onions, scramby eggs.
Looks damn good to me.
And look at the color palette, Jack. Yeah,
that looks good, boys.
Yeah, man.
We're not eating today.
No,
that's
that
right.
Doesn't help things.
Sorry, fellas. And I'm not a big ketchup guy, but I'm going to have a little thing of ketchup there so I can do some dabbing.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have to do some dabbing.
I like that it's buttered bread as well.
I know. Isn't that a nice touch?
Mm.
Often buttered. Well, yeah, we're not animals. So anyway, Flames will be just crushing Denver sandwiches today as they prepare to potentially get crushed by the Avalanche. But the Flames, they were doing the crushing on Saturday. Did you watch this match?
I had it on, Dean. I sent a note to the group chat. No one was responding with my hilariousness. So I don't know if I'm as excited about it as you are. It was that Vancouver team they've quit.
Oof.
Don't care. Not going to try.
It was almost one of those things where like Bettman should be watching. So while you're worried about the tanking and everything else, what do you got going on here with this Vancouver team? Because I don't know that they're trying to lose, but they are some kind of bad.
They are certainly not trying to win.
Topo Gigio or whoever they had in net, just every time. Don't look away from the screen because you'll miss a goal. Okay, they've scored again. Holy shit. 7-3. Mm-hmm. So once again, Rhett,
4.
Flames get 4 more. They're going to be in good shape. Yeah. Vancouver.
Yeah, no, I was thinking after the game, I'm like, well, that's a feel good 7 goals on a Saturday night at home.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice. Everybody feels good leaving the rink after that. Then on the other side of it was like, yeah, those guys have completely packed it in. They don't care. I don't think the coaching even care. I think it is awful. Like awful hockey, and they should be fined. Like paychecks should be withheld.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're not trying.
Yeah, you're not trying. You're not trying very hard at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
At all.
And I don't even know, because I was just going to say, I don't pay attention to Vancouver. Obviously, we see the scores. I haven't watched any Vancouver games. Is this how it's been since January, November? How long have the media and the fans of the Canucks been watching this type of, or was it especially bad?
No, I think this is what they've been fed for quite a while as fans. Like we can say, well, our team's not that good, but they do try. And I think when you watch that, you give them even more respect, where you're like, okay, so trying does matter. Oh, good. That's wonderful. I thought I read, I know I read something about the Canucks kicking media out of the building the other day.
Really?
Yep. We don't like your articles. You're out. Whew. You don't like my articles? I don't like your product.
Yeah.
How's that?
What negative take could anyone have?
Yeah.
About the Canucks at this point.
How could you sell that yarn?
Oof.
Yeah, you're not being positive enough.
Why do you have to be so negative? Well, I don't know.
That's my nature, I guess.
I mean, we kind of talked about the Flames, and because Nazem Kadri still leads this team in scoring, the Calgary Flames.
Damn right.
Hasn't played here in a bit. He has had 41 points in 61 games. Michael Backlund looks to be, although Coronado's getting some points, it's going to be a race to the finish here for the scoring title for the Flames this year. Backlund has 40 points. Coronado 39. Frost has 38. It's not great, right? It's not a lot better in Vancouver, where Elias Pettersson, the $11 million man, 15 goal, 45 points. Philip Hronek has 41. Besser 38.
Hronek's fine at 41 for a D.
Great for a D, but I guess that's what happens when you.
I don't even care about their point totals, because you can look at our team and go, well, personal point totals don't mean a whole lot, because we're not good at getting points ourselves. We're certainly more entertaining to watch than that dog's breakfast.
Yeah. Now, in less than a month from now, when the season is over, you could look back and say, well, what was all that? Say what you want about Vancouver and hard to watch and is a professional, that whole thing. If they end up winning the draft lottery because of it, it's like, well, you're welcome. You're welcome for being bad for a couple of months. Was it worth it if you get the number 1 overall pick?
I think you could still get the number 1 overall pick and not be that shitty. And it's not even about being that shitty. Like, I don't know. We could pull up their lineup and go through it, and maybe they are capable. right? Like, but it's like, it's not even you're not trying.
No.
The coach, and I'm sorry, we talked about him last week. I don't ill will for the Canucks or Adam Foote. If they screw up, I don't think he's bothering to even correct, mention, like, it looks like everybody has just get me the F out of here. Happy to be done. If we don't have to play, even better. They don't care.
Yeah. Standings wise, what was your worst season, or what was the worst march to the finish line knowing that you were done?
Probably my third. We lost 13 in a row from Christmas in January in Florida one year.
Yeah.
Like, we're done.
And from I guess from day to day it would change, but the coaches and the mood is that, hey, we're just here to have fun some days. It's like, no, come on, we got to have some pride. Now we're pissed off today. I can imagine that things kind of fluctuate a bit.
They do fluctuate. There's day. It's exactly like that, where it's like, well, I don't know how to describe it, but there's days where as a professional, you're like, well, no, I can't just dog F it completely. Like, we've got a month left. Like, you're going to get hurt going out here and just mailing it in. There were tough games, though. Like, we played our last game in Tampa Bay, and it was like, oh, that Andre Nazarov was running around like it was still important. And both teams, I think, were out of it. It was like, dude.
Fella, come on. So it's a 7-3 win. The Flames, they are 5-0-1 in their last 6. It's a lot of points. It's more points than we thought they were certainly going to get in this month of March when Pinder was talking about the 1-win, 2-win March. That is out the window. What will be curious is now they hit the road, and they have, I believe, still, I can check, the worst road record in the National Hockey League, I believe. So some hope there, I guess. If you are on Team Tank, I know that not everybody.
They're going to end up. It sure looks like when you look at the standings, they're in the 4 or 5 hole, right? Don't they? Like, I guess you could move up to 3. And I don't care that it's on the road. I think there's better teams they're playing, and then and then the homestand, they won games because teams were in Edmonton and then came to Calgary. So they went into Edmonton and put up a good battle, and then came to Calgary and decided to mail it in.
Yeah. So there you have it.
Florida. Wow.
Florida has dipped tremendously. The Rangers got a win yesterday and still sit behind the Flames. The Hawks did lose. And Vancouver is 20 clear of the Flames for that 32 spot. They are going to finish dead last. So, yeah, the Flames with 10 victories on the road. Next, after that is Winnipeg and Toronto and St. Louis. There's some teams there that have 13. Even Vancouver has more road wins than the Flames do. And the trip looks like it could be a daunting one. There's some strong teams. Like you say, a little bit different. We looked at Carolina and Tampa and some of these other teams. Oh, these are good teams. These are going to be hard games. And then Flames found a way to come through on it. But they've got Colorado a couple of times. They've got Dallas. Dallas is in a little bit of a thing right now. And the Vegas Golden Knights on Thursday, which will be interesting. Yeah, we'll talk about Vegas. Colorado, meanwhile, they are good. They can't wait for the playoffs to just start. Let's not get hurt. Let's not do anything hasty. They lost to the Jets on Saturday. They won 4 prior before that. Kadri versus his former mates. Like we talked about it last week with Kadri. Well, geez, he's got 7 points in 11 games. Has it been a good fit? Where are they using him? It's about game 1, round 1. That's where the Kadri thing starts for them. He's got, as we know, he has a number of years left in his contract. This was not a short-term thing. This is get him in to be a difference maker in the playoffs and in the long term. And on the flip side, young guys are feeling good. Matvei Gridden's on a 5-game point streak. Coronado's got 7 points in his last 5 games. Prostevich is playing a ton. I don't know what it means for tonight. I think you could just go and enjoy yourself.
Well, I think that's one of the nice things the Flames have going for them is Let's just show up, see what happens. There's there's zero pressure. Go out, have. It looks like they're actually having a bunch of fun.
Yeah,
which is terrible. If we could get the fun out of that room, we could probably string together a few more losses.
Watching Cooley on After Hours, it's just, it's just so much fun. Like everybody was having so much fun. We're just loving life. We're in the National Hockey League. It's like, yeah, she's all right.
I can shit talk that because I'm like, oh, that's great. What place are you in?
I know.
There, you know what I mean? It's like, okay. And after watching Vancouver, all good with how you're performing. Appreciate you guys going out there and trying.
I was kind of hoping watching the Cooley thing is like, okay, now throw in of course we'd rather be chasing down a playoff spot. Of course we'd rather be doing it. But it was just, we're just having so much fun.
Great.
Yeah. It's like, oh, well, yeah, no, that's good. That's fine. Yeah, there he was. Lovable guy.
Do you mind not being a hero?
And ruining our best chance at a top 3 pick. The saboteur. Yeah. I was thinking as I was watching that, I was like, it's not about Cooley being the saboteur or Wolf or whoever. Vancouver is sabotaging.
Vancouver's not the team that, is going to help your cause.
Yeah.
They're pot committed.
So that's the deal. It's a long road trip. They get to go to Denver twice. So if they don't get
they can try a new spot if they don't like the first one.
Yeah. Denver tonight, then Thursday they're in Vegas, Saturday Anaheim. Interesting, they do the Anaheim, they don't visit LA while they're there. Usually that's a 2-banger. Dallas, Colorado again, and then Seattle.
It's a stupid road trip, but
now am I
seeing names in?
Jack, do we have the schedule? I'm really putting you on the spot because
I'll grab it. Really.
I feel like I might be having just the month of April. I feel like I might be having a stroke. I'm just gonna, before I say something stupid, I'm just gonna defer to you guys. I'm gonna tell you about Vina Nova. Mother's Day is coming. Today is the 30th of March. I believe there's 31 days, and then it turns to April. And then in April you start moving on. You're into spring. Mother's Day is coming, and maybe you don't buy your mom jewelry. Maybe you do, but your kids have a mom, and sometimes that mom is your. It's not important. VinaNova.com is the website. It's Calgary's lab-grown diamond specialists. We are and have been huge believers in the lab-grown diamond. They're not earth mined. They're not digging them out of the ground. Instead, they're making them perfectly in a lab setting. Same chemical composition and crystal structure, same hardness and light refraction as an earth mined diamond, but yet it's not coming out of the dirty, dirty ground. And anywhere between 50 and 70% less expensive than earth mine diamonds. Showroom in Market Mall, website vinanova.com. Start shopping around. Little, set of earrings, necklace, bracelet, something nice. Yeah, maybe even rings, maybe engagement rings. You getting serious? It's getting to that point. Go and see Justin. Go and see his good people over at Vina Nova, or visit them online at vinanova.com. So the schedule, I see you did grab it there.
So that's what's left except for the one tonight. Correct?
That's right. So they play in Seattle on Saturday, the April 11th, the last game of a 6-game trip, and then play the next night at home to Utah. Oh my. You go on a 6-game, 2-week road trip, play at 5 p.m. Mountain Time in Seattle, then fly home and play the next night. Back-to-back games. Holy. Well, I hope those Olympic Games were worth it.
They got a lot of days off on the road here. Because what's today? The 30th?
They get Tuesday, Wednesday off.
31st.
And they play Thursday, Saturday, then 2 days between the Ducks and Stars game. So enjoy your rest, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Wonder where they'll stay.
Do you just get to Vegas?
I would think Vegas for the first 2 days, but I'm talking about between Anaheim and Dallas. Do you want to go to Dallas or hang out in Anaheim?
Hang out in Anaheim for the Sunday and then fly to Dallas on the Monday? Maybe. Yeah. Could be. Anyway, I just the back-to-back end of the road trip.
Yeah, after 6 games, it's one thing to go out to Vancouver, play, or Seattle, play a game, come home, play the next night. It's a little different when you've been on the road for 6.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Gary.
Yeah, thanks, Gary. Appreciate that a lot. There was some eyebrows raised yesterday as the Vegas Golden Knights made a coaching change. We've been talking. Anybody that's watched, you don't need to be some, genius.
AI genius.
If you watched the Vegas Golden Knights, not even just recently, for a while now, they just haven't looked good. The results haven't been there. That's one thing. And they're in this division. Were they not in the Pacific, they would be in big trouble, as with most teams, Oilers included. But Vegas has just kind of been kicking it around. They haven't looked great. They have 32 wins, 24 regulation wins. That's the same number as Calgary, who is near the bottom looking at lotto odds. And they fire Bruce Cassidy yesterday in favor of John Tortorella. It's beautiful to have Torts back. I don't know. Cassidy is one of those guys, if you listen to he can be pretty abrasive. He
pissed people off in
Boston. He pisses people off. It's what happened in Boston. And you're like, well, look at the record. Look, this guy's got a great record. Yeah. But so I don't know what it is. Do you point to Vegas? Because the thing with Kelly McCrimmon in Vegas, they don't care. They fired Gerard Gallant, left him at the building without a ride to the airport, anywhere. Just, you can get you handle your own bags, get your own flight, figure it out. It was not very popular the way that they said farewell to Marc-Andre Fleury. They are about winning, or at least the way they go about it is
non-traditional.
They just do it. They have 8 games left and have fired their head coach and brought in John Tortorella. And I guess there's a few layers to it. Thoughts on gassing the coach with 8 games left.
Well, I'm fine with it with 8 games left, because it's better to do it with 8 games left than to throw a season if that's the reason you're not playing well. And they aren't playing well, and they look soft and lazy. So I don't know if that's Butch Cassidy's issue or Bruce Butch.
Yeah.
No, but whatever. So I'm fine with it. I think some of the traditional approach is traditional for the sake of being traditional, not for effectiveness. So I don't. Now, is Torts the guy? I think old Torts is the guy. I don't know or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This is old Torts. So maybe, how do you say it? Younger Torts to me would have made more sense than older Torts, because I feel like, and I love Torts. I think he's a hell of a coach, and I think he has done some really good things for a lot of players and teams. I just don't know if Sarich said it. Part of the reason I question it is because Sarich said it. He's mellowed out a bit. He's gotten older, and he's mellowed out a bit. So I don't know. He's going to go in there and kick doors down. Maybe he doesn't need to. Maybe they just needed a change, and Torts is fine.
Maybe they're tired of the other guy.
100%.
And any kind of a change. And if you could bring Torts in. I know John Shannon had a tweet that Torts is not signed beyond this year. He's coming in for the final of the regular season and playoffs if they get there, and then reassess at the season's end. The thing about Torts, and that's the question, is Torts the guy? And you can trot out his record here the last little bit. And it did not go well in Philadelphia, and he's obviously Columbus and that before that. The reason, if you remember, he kind of got bounced in Philly is because they were a non-playoff team.
They were terrible.
And he said, I'm not the guy to coach. It's on me. I should be doing it should be a different job. I should be doing better. I'm paraphrasing, but I'm just not really interested at this point of my career. Basically saying, I don't want to be a rebuilding team.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to coddle younger players and monitor ice time and this. I just want to be able to take a team and go and try and win. That's what he's got now in Vegas. And you could argue it's maybe the first time in a while where he's had a team whose interest is in winning right now at all costs. So maybe the goaltending has kind of been what's let them down in a lot of ways. I don't know. You talk about it all the time. You played in front of incredible goaltending. I would think it's got to be confidence sucking a little bit.
Oh, it's
when
crushing.
You're playing, and then your goalie continually, no fault of his own, Aiden Hill, great guy, continually lets in bad goals after bad goals. It just
I've not paid attention to the goaltending numbers in Vegas. Their efforts to me, from what, again, the little bit that I've watched, haven't looked inspiring. Yeah. Maybe it is because the goaltending is letting in a soft one every game, and when that happens, it takes the wind out of your sail.
Aiden Hill's, he's got an 866 save.
But I'll tell you what, John Tortorella can't do. Step into the net.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, unless Hill is playing like shit because he hates Cassidy or hated, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, okay, sure. Maybe Cassidy's all over and he's like, screw you. I'm not.
If you're behind the doors, they know what's going on.
Yeah.
There's also some thought they do have Carter Hart there. Hart was
hurt.
Is there something with Philadelphia? I just think Kelly McCrimmon knew. And I'll say this. I give McCrimmon credit. If he believes and he sees that the coach is the thing, well, we could just ride it out, and it's not going to work. And I agree with him. If he was watching his team and thinking, we're not going to win right now with this coach the way it's going, I agree with him. And if it takes some balls or whatever to go and fire the coach, 8 games left, and everybody's going to point fingers and all that, hey, Krimmer doesn't care. He does not care about that stuff. So I give him credit for that. The easy thing is to just ride it out with Cassidy. He was the Stanley Cup winning coach. Everyone is going to criticize and say, what do you expect with 8 games left? But that's what he's done because he thinks that they need a change. So I do give him credit for that.
Yeah, and he's been watching it all year, and he's going to have the info he needs to make that decision. I'm all for it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Torts has been available for a while. I just wonder why. And Vegas we've been talking about it for months. They've been spinning their wheels for so long. Maybe it's a testament to the loyalty to Cassidy that they let it go this long. I don't know. But it's great having Torts back in the league.
Well, you hope. So he's not as quotable as he used to be when he was with the Rangers fighting with Brooksy.
No. Yeah.
Right? But no, I think having Torts around is wonderful.
Come back with his little sweater, the kind of Zetter half or the 3/4 zip or whatever they do there. Yeah, it'd be good. Yeah.
But it is surprising. I think there's other teams that have done it. Robinson got hired in Jersey once, didn't he, late in the year? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like I said earlier, not firing him because it's late in the year doesn't make sense to me.
There's a Chris Johnson. People were talking because it's happened a few times. Lou Lamoriello for a while was kind of the notorious guy for doing it. Incredibly rare for a playoff-bound team to change coaches this late. Golden Knights have 8 games left. Hope to follow the 2000 New Jersey Devils, who won a Stanley Cup when Larry Robinson replaced Robbie Ftorek after 74 games.
Well, it's not like the Golden Knights are a young team. You know what I mean? Where you got to. These guys know how to play and what's expected. So Torch is just having a new voice might be all it takes. I don't know. They can't. We've been very suspect of their play for most of this season. Something's not right. Goaltending clearly isn't good right now. So that's probably the biggest thing. But why does it look like the rest of the team's not really giving full effort in big games?
You always do so the coach is going to come in. I wonder how it's going to go. There's Mitch Marner, John Tortorella. How is this marriage going to happen? There's Mitch Marner, coach killer. I don't know. I think there will be some players who will like the change because I do think that there were some that were done with them. It sure seems like Cassidy had rubbed some people the wrong way, and especially when things start going bad and you don't pull punches, and if you're backed into a corner and you think you're losing your job, things can go poorly quickly. But I do wonder, how some of the guys are going to feel if Torts comes in and it's about accountability. And I don't know. I feel like some of it is overblown because I do think it was kind of like with Keenan. It's, Mike Keenan's this and that. He can't send guys to the minors. He can't banish them to by the time
80s.
Yeah, it was just a different time then, but it's fun to watch. I honestly, I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference. They don't, depending on who they face in round one, they just seem to be. They need to do a lot of convincing, I guess, in the next 8 games. Flames will see them on this trip.
You have to go through the lineups again. I think the talent's there. So if you can get him playing, but you can't overcome bad goaltending. And if Hill's not playing well because he's not good, then that's an issue.
Yeah.
If he's not playing well because he didn't like the coach, okay, well, here you go. Have at her, kid. And Hart's been hurt, right? Like
Hart's been hurt. Yeah. So there's it's good enough. Like Pavel Dorofeyev is a 30-goal guy. Thomas Hertl, Tomas Marner, Eichel down the middle.
Eichel, Marner, Hertl down the middle should be.
You'd give
plenty good.
Yeah, you'd give up a lot your left arm to have that kind of center depth. McNabb, Theodore, Hannafin, Anderson.
Again, should be good.
Should be good. Good luck, Torts. We're rooting for you.
Torts. Well, we certainly want Torts and the Knights to do better than the other team in this.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Although the Flames do have their first-round pick, so there is also that. Anyway.
That's this year? That's this year, their first round?
Yeah. Flames have 2 firsts this year, their own and the Vegas first. Yep. Exciting. Capital Chev, part of the Capital Automotive Group and the official vehicle supplier of Team Boom. 13103 Lake Fraser Drive in the Southeast. It's Calgary's truck destination, Capital Chev. Keeps the lineup deep, hardworking Silverados and Sierras to SUVs and everyday commuters. You might have heard about the $99 lease. Ooh, that's real. Big inventory, competitive pricing, and a team that knows how to keep things simple. Whether you need something built for winter roads or summer road trips, this is the kind of place where you walk in curious, leave confident. It's trucks, it's deals, it's a no-nonsense experience, just the way Calgary likes it. Online, capitalchev.ca, and just over on Lake Fraser Drive. 13103 Lake Fraser Drive in the Southeast. Great day to test drive a vehicle. You're probably thinking, we can't go drive it today. No, today's the day you want to drive it.
100%.
How does it handle? You'd hate to go and get something, then when the snow hits, be like, this thing's no good at all. It's got bald tires on it. I can't believe they sold us a vehicle with bald tires. They'd never do that for you at Capital Shop. A big day.
We should be. Well, sorry, I'm cutting you off, but maybe we should be mad that they hired Torts and they're trying to right the ship, because maybe if they had just ridden it out, they'd have really soiled themselves and missed the playoffs. That would have been helpful for the draft.
Yeah, I know there's obviously some conditions. Is it top 10 protected or something like that? I mean, you'd hate for them.
11th would be fine.
Yeah, 11th would be fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that it's going to. I don't know that it's going to work. It's one of the other things. Do you look at Torts, and is there any criticism to Torts here? Because some will say, as a coach, you don't do that. You don't
piss off. Do what? You're gonna fire the guy.
It's the coaches' union.
Yeah. Well, the coaches' union shouldn't be worried about the coaches' union. Yeah. Maybe we should criticize the coaches' union for just taking care of each other all the time and recycling.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe so.
So no, I don't give any criticism to Torts. I don't think Cassidy is going to be out of work if he really wants another job. I think he'll get paid. I think he's been paid. I think he's been doing it a long time. I think that's part of the business. It'd be nice. How wonderful would it be to have a job where, no, we can't fire anyone because there's no, I have no issues with Torts taking a job and trying to win another Stanley Cup.
Yeah. The opening round, the Sweet 16 of the Chocolate Championship, the Barn Burner Chocolate Championship. We got this is it, right, Jack? Because we kind of tweak things a little bit. We know it's the weekend. We know people get busy. Maybe you didn't get your votes in. If it's speak now or forever hold your peace. As we take a look at the bracket, it is the 2026 Chocolate Championship, a presentation of Handsome Dan's Vacation Rentals and Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating. Will Reese's Peanut Butter Cups defend its chocolate championship from the days of yore, from years ago? Time will tell. Can Caramel break through in the very similar chocolate covering caramel battle in the 2 versus Wildcard spot? The Mr. Big and the Coffee Crisp on the right side. My heart's going to break one way or the other, but still I'll be very satisfied because I do love them. Will the M&Ms upset Mars? Where is our upset score in Twix? I know that 8-9 spot is a tough one for you. I know it. And controversy has hit the Chocolate Championship. I just hope that that the Chocolate Championship didn't have anything to do it. I can just say on behalf of Barn Burner, Pinder, Warner, myself, Jack, we had nothing to do with it. We all have alibis. Our locations can be confirmed, but I'm not sure about what's happening with the 4 versus 13. It is Kit Kat versus Wonder Bar. Wonder Bar, a huge underdog, and I think that the Wonder Bar people may want to contact McLeod Law because there was some trickery afoot with some Kit Kat bars.
Oh yeah,
over the weekend. I don't know if you heard about this. It's not a good look for Wonder Bar right now. They have
questions have to be asked.
This is the official statement that came down on the weekend from Kit Kat. We can confirm that 12 tons of Kit Kat products were stolen while in transit between our factory in central Italy and their destination in Poland. We are working closely with local authorities and supply chain partners to investigate. The good news, there are no concerns for consumer safety and supply is not affected. Thank you. That's from Kit Kat. Now, there's two things. Is it someone, I shouldn't even say allegedly, maybe, Wonder Bar trying to, like, again, it feels like it's short-sighted just by taking 12 tons of Kit Kat bars off the market. I don't know how it's going to involve the draft. So is it Wonder Bar, or these were apparently specific to F1, Formula One? The Kit Kat bars they had different cars. Some of the F1 cars, the Ferrari and McLaren and all that. That this is some F1 thing, that some fans wanted all of these chocolate bars because F1's obviously very popular. So I don't know. Maybe it's Formula One. Maybe it's the Chocolate Championship. But Kit Kat's, there's some early adversity in the round of 16. Will they be able to overcome?
Maybe some sympathy votes now. Maybe
so. We will wrap round one when, Jack. We've got the voting open. You can vote. Go to flamesnation.ca. You'll see the article there.
And tonight at like midnight.
Okay, so today's the last day. When we do the show tomorrow, we'll unveil round number 2, the Elite 8 of the Chocolate Championship. I haven't got my votes in yet. I just wanted to kind of let it play out. Maybe I shouldn't vote. I don't want to say it. Because you said, Jack, you were going to try and bandy a group together to try and affect the 1 versus Wildcard in the Eastern Conference.
Yes, I was.
How's it going?
And I've really tried not to look at any of the scores in these.
Right, because you're the only one who can.
But that's the first, like, whenever I open the page, that's the first one that pops up on my screen because it's at the top and it's the first one I put in. So I see it every time.
Okay. Don't spoil it.
It's not okay.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not saying anything.
Because again, we'll need to get our legal team on this. If you start going out there and trying to sway the vote, can't have it. Flamesnation.ca is the website. You'll find the links there. Also in the show descriptions and across our social media accounts as well. Delicious.
This theft has got me wanting a Wonder Bar, oddly enough.
Really?
Isn't that weird?
You kind of like cheering for the bad guy.
I don't know what it is. You'd think that you'd have some sympathy and want to go have a Kit Kat in support of the terrible losses they've just suffered. But I find myself going, that Wonder Bar. I know what I'm getting into with the Kit Kat, but the Wonder Bar's...
It's true. Yeah. It's kind of that mystery. It's been a long time.
I was in the store yesterday. Nearly grabbed a bag of Big Turks, those little ones, just so we could all try them.
I've still not had one. Exactly. I feel badly in a way. Here we are. We kind of touting ourselves to be experts in this field, and I can't even speak to how good or not the Big Turk is. The Chocolate Championship presentation, Handsome Dan's Vacation Rentals, a special barn burner discount. Now, what is Handsome Dan's? Largest provider of privately owned vacation rentals on beautiful Vancouver Island, Canadian owned and operated, and you'll save 15% when booking direct on handsomedans.ca. You're not paying the third-party markups. Maybe you want a quick weekend getaway to relax or something a little bit more elaborate. Set up a special vacation. They've got you covered. It's handsomedans.ca. And if you put the code CHOCOLATE into the coupon code section when you book, little barn burner discount, you'll save $100 on your reservation. Do that by the end of May in order for that to come through. And of course, our good friends at Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating, the crystal clear choice in home comfort, taking care of you, keeping your house warm. You didn't turn your heat off. Crystal clear choice. 403-219-4100, crystalclearcalgary.com. Let them come through, set up, even if there's nothing going on, just have them come through and look at I got my water softener, hot water tank, furnace, air conditioner. Just let them make sure that everything's running the way it should be. Just makes good sense. Very rarely do I operate that way. Getting in front of something.
Yeah, no.
Don't be like me. Be proactive and get that thing taken care of. I guess that's about it.
Duke lost.
I did see Duke lost. That was that's a bad break.
Yep.
Bad break at the buzzer. You big hoop. You're into the hoop.
Oh, I love it.
Divers. Yeah.
So into it. Yeah.
How was your hockey weekend?
Oh. Battle of Alberta. We won the first one. Went to the game 5. Winner take all.
Yeah.
2-1 loss up in the cultural capital.
Oh, they'd have been wound up. Did you need security to get out of there?
No, but there was some interactions amongst the fans Friday night at the Max Bell Center. It got pushy, shovey. It was,
no.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. It was good stuff. Real good. That guy, the cowbell guy.
Yeah.
Pushy, shovey. Grabby.
Oh.
No bueno.
You can't have just kids out there, guys.
Well,
grabby.
The grabby was happening to the kids, the younger kids in the stands. It's like, oh, crossed some barriers here. Anyway, the Edmonton Oilers blew. Played a good game yesterday. They were buzzing. Their goalie was very good. Won MVP. So down in smoke we went.
Well, so now
crossbars, breakaways, couldn't score.
Yeah. Tale as old as time. Goaltending wins championships.
Goaltending seems to matter.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Tell Torts. Let Torts know that's kind of the key. So now with you have 3 young lads, is hockey done for all of them?
Yes.
When do we start what's next?
Well, we got training tonight. We got skates. We got
good. Yeah.
No, we got lacrosse. We're lacrossers now. Big boxers. Nice. Lacrossers.
Yeah.
Look out.
Boxing and lacrossing and all that. Good. Yeah. Was Jack supposed to do any reading this weekend? I can't remember.
I don't think Jack.
Is there any point, Jack?
No.
obligated to do
No.
ever.
What happened?
Yeah, there was an interesting photo.
Because we did the show Friday and we were just kind of hey, what weekend plans, this sort of thing. And you said you were going to watch some basketball. I guess the NCAA does a March bracket of some sort. Yep. That this basketball was happening and you and your dumb buddies were going to get together and watch some basketball and do some like whatever. How'd that go?
It went really well for a while. And then, you know what? I'll just pull it up. This happened.
Okay.
So we decided we were going to play cards, and we had to move the TV closer to the table we were sitting at. And the TV dropped.
Oh.
Now, this isn't my TV. This is my stepbrother's TV.
Oh, even better. Yeah.
So we had an arrange. We had to call him. Be like, hey, we dropped your TV. How much money do you want? The e-transfer was sent. He was probably pretty happy. It's an older TV, so I think he was kind of happy to get the payout. And then we watched it like this.
Well, you can barely tell.
Don't even notice.
Yeah.
See the score?
Sure.
See what you need to see.
Because there's nothing. The only thing better than having to replace a TV is somebody else's TV. Oh. At least if it's your own, it's like, well, I'll get a better one, a newer one, maybe get a bigger one. It might turn a negative into a positive. Here it's like, oh, great, I gotta buy a TV that's not mine.
Yeah.
What kind of a play? So where are you playing cards that you have to move the TV? So you just want to be able to see the TV as you played cards?
Yeah.
Could you not have moved the table closer to the TV?
No, it's like a kitchen table. So like behind the TV is like a seating area with couches and stuff. Then in the middle is the kitchen and the island. And then where I took the photos, the kitchen table.
Got it. Rhett and I played cards with you in Banff. This is now another card. I just maybe stop playing cards. I'm not sure cards goes well for you.
Yeah.
It's not your thing.
No. I didn't break the TV.
It's costing you money just playing cards.
It didn't cost me anything. The boys covered it. They dropped it. It wasn't me.
Well, fellas is right. Well, all's well that ends well. That's good. Happy for you. Happy for you, I guess. So who's did you win at cards? Like to what degree?
No,
did you win?
I didn't win.
No,
someone else won. I don't even remember.
He sometimes overthinks his card playing.
I don't even remember.
From what I recollect.
I might have been the first one out, and I went and sat on the couch.
And were you just baffled like you were when Rhett took all your money? I don't even know what happened. I just don't know what to.
No.
Rhett going in with like 2-7. I'm all in. What could you possibly have? Just staring at the card. What? Oh, I guess I'll fold these aces. Jeez.
Fake money.
Let's do the thing.
Is he sneaking on?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, weird.
I don't think so. Not today. He was so warmly welcomed on Friday when he came in.
Well, he did add a lot too.
Yeah, rushing to come back in. No Arseny Sergeyev updates from Pinder today. $2 million buy-in event is back. Village Honda prides themselves on their pre-owned. I think you know what they've got. They've got the huge selection of new MSRP as always, but they want to jam the lot full of pre-owned. And also, if you've got a vehicle kicking around that you're looking to maybe move on, it's at least it has to go back. Competitive pricing, complimentary appraisals. You get a deal done payment in 24 hours. It's kind of a new way of doing business. They're doing it a ton up at Village Honda. Why not take part and take them up on it? Northwest Auto Mall, online at villagehonda.com. It's Flames game day. We have helmets on because that's what we do. Flames are taking on the Colorado Avalanche at the Ball Arena in downtown Denver. Flames Nation, keeping you abreast of what is happening. There's a lot going on in the Flames. Yeah, they're not going to make the playoffs, this sort of thing, but there's a lot of other things going on. Rory Cairns has been injured. He came back. Wranglers are playing. That's that next gen jersey. It's kind of hard to see. You find a picture of it, but a child designed the logo. That's kind of like it's a horse, but it's like a fun drawing of a horse for the Wranglers. So anyway, NCAA Tournament 3 recap. Dakota Punches their ticket to the Frozen Four. That's right. The Fighting Hawks, they are. North Dakota. Moving on. We'll talk about them coming up. And you can read about them right there. And other things at flamesnation.ca. Back to Saturday. The Flames beat the Vancouver Canucks. We talked about it a little bit already. 7-3. The points just keep piling up for Oli Mata. He's got 5 points in his last 3 games. I saw somebody this morning... if you took this stretch as a Calgary Flame, he'd be like a 60-point defenseman. Okay. I'm not sure you can expect that, especially because they're playing 84 next year.
Radish in Tampa Bay,
could be.
We never know.
Yeah, could be. We talked about it earlier. There's no pressure. Some that makes things easy and some are disappointed, but they are clearly enjoying life in the National Hockey League. Even watching guys like Blake Coleman, who I'm sure is disappointed that there's not going to be any hockey after game 82, but he's the pro we know and expect, and you see it on a nightly basis. He's doing the stuff in the warm up with some of the younger guys. He's being a pro, and there are some guys that obviously like Gridden, Mata. We saw Strome again the other night, loving life.
There's not a lot of holes that you'd complain about right now.
Not really.
Players, right? Like,
unless you're on the other side and you hate seeing these points.
Yes, I get that argument. It's fine, but we have discussed it like to nauseum, where it's like you're not catching Vancouver. So the best you can do is second, which is 13%, and if you're third, it's the percentages are so small. Yeah, you can drop the other way, but.
And I don't know, this is about the time where you start hearing the what they're learning right now and the positive vibes and the experience, how much better they're going to be next year. I think as a group, I don't know that you can say that it is going to carry over at all. It's
always changes. My thing is more, and I brought it up, was more if Strome's going to be really good and you can move him next year, or Mata's going to be really good and you can move him now next. That's maybe we're not getting third overall, but maybe we're getting another first.
Strome's been great, and I'm trying to remember who everybody's talking about it, but you can see that this is a veteran who is a likable guy who still has some game left. There's some lessons to be learned. Here's how we take draws. I just think that he's one of the guys who would do it. And he is a guy that can and will be doing it. It's been a heck of a pickup for a 7th rounder. And the Flames have all the cap space that he's a $5 million guy, whatever. He's been a great leader since he's shown up.
Yeah.
And even if they don't get anything for him, I don't think he's...
Yeah, I'm not saying that's the point, but I'm just saying that I don't know if anything carries over from the end of this year till next year. It won't be. It's playing better is not a negative for the opportunity that it might carry over. But there'll be changes over the summer. God, who knows? I just think that if those players are going to play better, well, maybe that's the upside that we're missing. Whereas, okay, we can move these guys if needed. Don't have to.
What do you see in? I don't know. What do you see in Mata? I've been surprised that he's looked fine. I caution because there's no pressure. And these are easy games for them to play, but there's certainly more there than I thought was going to be there.
Fresh starts are always, not always, but fresh starts and changes and trades, quite often are a kick in the pants, and just going to a different rank and different players and different coaches. There's a what's the word I'm looking for? There's a newness to it all.
Rejuvenation.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So there's some of that, but maybe did you ever really pay attention to Ole?
That's the thing. I guess what I'm also used to is a lot of time, it seems like some players would come here near the end, or older players, and it's like, oh boy. Well, when Nick Ritchie came here, it's like, this guy's done. What is he doing? Chris Stewart. You think of guys that came and then never played another game in the league after they were... Why is this guy here? Holy smokes, what a stab in the dark this was. But for both Strome and Mata, and they're maybe a little bit younger in different circumstance, but it's like, hey, this is all right. The points are not going to continue at that rate, but there's certainly more. And I don't even know if Conroy, if you truth serum, did you see this coming? Is this why you got these guys? I don't think he would. He's got to be pleasantly surprised with what he's seeing. So
yes.
It's Colorado tonight. Colorado, as we've said, they're just very good. They're the number one team. They are coming off a loss Saturday to Winnipeg, but they've won 4 straight prior. Nathan McKinnon is a stud. Cale Makar is a stud. They want to go into the playoffs on a winning note. They're playing well. They will be tough for the Flames. It's the schedule. Starts tonight. We looked at it a little bit earlier. It's a 6-game trip. Vegas Thursday, Anaheim Saturday, Dallas next Tuesday.
It's over in the blink of an eye. They're going, and it's busy, and it's on the road, and it's going to be season done.
You were kind of right though, that this trip is oddly where they get to catch a breath. They have 2 days between games twice on this road trip.
Some good cities too. Like it would be
Vegas, Anaheim, some places.
I'd be interested to know how they approach it, and I'm talking from a management reward scenario.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're not making the playoffs. You haven't achieved the goals that we set out at the start of the year.
Yeah.
Are we going on a blaster in Vegas? Because right, and I'm not
like if you lose 6-2 tonight and get blown out of the building. Hey boys, we're getting to Vegas early. Let's go. Let's just don't worry about it. Let's go.
Day off, is right? Like I don't know, and I don't even care. But I am curious. Why we're going to reward these guys for playing hard, 5-0-1, and a lot. I don't know.
Like I feel like I would.
I would too. Then on the other hand, I catch myself. I'm like, you're in bottom 5 category, but there's no sense beating people.
I know. What's the sense?
Like, what's the upside there?
Yeah. Let's get to Vegas. We got an off day, boys. Go do whatever you do. We'll talk prospects. The NCAA, the Frozen Four tournament continues. The Jonathan Castagna, his season with Cornell is over. He was part of the Uyghur trade. There were a few trades. I'm trying to get them all kind of straightened out. So Castagna, centerman with Cornell, they lost. Going back to, I think it was Friday, they lost and they were done. Now, the expectation is, and Eric Francis had tweeted out, in Denver waiting for the team. He was there as they showed up, and a deal is going to get done, expected to be very easily done. Does it get signed today? Does he get his 3-year entry level? As Francis said, you may even see him on morning skate if he gets this deal done. This is the Pike tweet. Because of his age, Castagna will get a 3-year entry level. If you think you can be a strong pro quickly, waiting to maximize your deal until the fall could maximize how many. Meaning, if you think you can come in, I'm going to sign 3 years. And by the end of that 3rd year, I'm going to be pretty well established, as opposed to being at the end of a 2-year, where if you come in, you play between now and the end of the season, you burn off year 1, meaning you have 2 years left. The good news is he's going to get a deal. They're going to get him signed, and he's going to be another guy that you're going to look to as a potential to make this team, if not sooner than later. I would think if he's meeting the team, that's probably a good thing. Yeah, I'll meet you guys in Denver. Let's get together. Let's figure this thing out.
Chat.
North Dakota, Cole Reshny, Abram Wiebe, they are still alive and heading to the Frozen Four. The Fighting Hawks won both on the weekend. They've got Wisconsin in the Frozen Four semifinals. It's Denver and Michigan in the other. Of course, Reshny, the first rounder, and Abram Wiebe came in the Rasmus Anderson deal. So many deals, so many players.
Rasmus, yes.
Yeah, so many players. Abram Wiebe kind of in that same spot. Of course, with Cole Reshny, like he's a first rounder. He's going to be. We didn't know a whole lot about Wiebe when the deal was done. Well, he's an unsigned guy. He's a defenseman. He's an older guy playing in NCAA. Well, what is? And he's, if not since the trade, but certainly this season, has had a very strong year as a blue liner. And the expectation is he will also.
Has he not been outstanding?
Yeah.
Like
here again.
The month and week. And
I'm not going to sit here and it's hey, the reports seem to be that he's had a fantastic season. He's been winning awards and has been looked upon as having a very, very strong year. It's more good news. It's kind of like there's not many bad news stories. Honzik is back on the ice. Remains to be seen how his career, but he's back on the ice. That's a good thing. Abram Weeb got a deal. That would also be a positive. To the NHL. Yesterday, the Rangers beat Florida 2-1. Neither of those teams are making the playoffs. We looked at the standings earlier. The Tampa Bay Lightning beat the Nashville Predators 3-2. Jake Gensel, 3 points. Tampa Bay tied with Buffalo for tops in the Atlantic. We'll look at the standings in a moment. Corey Perry. We know how we feel about Corey Perry. Scored his 15th goal of the season yesterday. And yeah, you're with Tampa Bay. You're playing with some skilled guys. But the guy's ability is... Corey Perry scored the 54th goal this season by players aged 40 or older. Only 3 campaigns in NHL history have had more. So Ovi's going to be one of those guys. I'm just trying to think who else would be in that 40-goal plateau. So yeah, hey, for all us old guys, I don't know if
Burnsy?
Burnsy would be one of those guys. I am 40 or older, to be fair. I have not added to that total, although 54. Yeah. All those 54 have been players other than me. Preds have lost 3 straight games. Not a great time to do that. The Habs beat Carolina 3-1. Cole Caulfield, 46 goals on the season. He's red hot. Montreal also steaming. 5 straight wins for the Habs. Cole Hudson, another point. There's the Caulfield. 3rd most go-ahead goals in a single campaign in NHL history. Only Brett Hull and Pavel Bure have had more. So it's not just the goals. And I guess when you score 46 of them, there's going to be a few different categories. But they're big goals. This team is exciting right now. They beat Columbus the other night. They do it again. Carolina's lost 2 of 3. I don't know how I feel. Well, I do know how I feel about Carolina. It's just a matter of when they lose. I just don't see the vibes there. Rod the Bod talking about the lack of movement done at the trade deadline. The owner's a bit of anyway. It's not about the Canes, it's about Caulfield. And yes, Lane Hudson gets another point. 62 assists, passing Larry Robinson for 3rd most ever by a Habs D-man. Robinson owns the top 2 spots. He had 63 and 66. So Lane Hudson zeroing in on that. It's a great time to be in Montreal. Plus poutine.
Smoked meat.
Yeah.
Poutine. What a place to be.
Boston in a shootout defeating Columbus 4-3. They were down 3 in the 3rd were the Bruins. Zaka ties it with 11 left. Heartbreak for the Jackets, who also blew a lead on Saturday against San Jose. They were up there with 1:25 left. Boston moving up on Columbus for 3rd in the wild card. We'll look at in a moment. The other game, there's a little consequence. Devils 5-3 over the Blackhawks, and the Philadelphia Flyers, left for dead, win again. Zegras in overtime. Beat the Stars. Stars have lost 5 of 6. Not a great time for a slide. Our buddy, what's his name down there? Could be throwing a stick into the stands. As for the Flyers, 8-1-1 in their last 10. It's a lot of points in a hurry. And don't look now, Jack, but the Flyers are right in your rearview mirror.
If you put the there we go.
So there you see it. Detroit, Ottawa, and the Flyers all tied with 86 points, 2 back of Columbus, who has played an extra game. Boston feels pretty safe right now. And the thing for the Flyers, it's like, we're in the Metro. Even if we can't get what about these Penguins? We're 2 back of Pittsburgh, who has slid. As the Islanders were out, and now into 2nd in the division in the matter of like 4 days.
Christ, you ended up at 2nd in the Metro.
Right?
Like the Islanders are at 89. They've played 1 more game. So, there's
a lot to be determined. Malkin hasn't played in 3. Sid missed the game the other day.
Malkin's out tonight. Sid's questionable.
You feeling it, Jack?
Listen, I mean, it's going to be exciting, but it's going to be very stressful the next 3 weeks.
Ooh.
I did not see Philly coming. I think Detroit's kind of dead. I'm less worried about them now.
They're in the exact same position.
Yeah.
Makes for good hockey. Something to watch.
See, here's the thing. If Pinder were here, he'd be so excited. He would talk about how screwed Pittsburgh is, and he would try and make Jack feel very bad. Like because he does. He loves it. I feel sadness, Jack, because probably like Pinder, I don't have high hopes for your club all of a sudden.
Least amount of wins out of that whole group.
Yeah, those OT losses are 16.
They're kind of catching up, right? It's
Yep.
You're gonna need your stars back here.
You're gonna need your stars. Well, Columbus is kind of fallen a bit. Like, I don't know. I don't have the answer. Like, it's just gonna.
Columbus has fallen, but then you get Ottawa, Detroit, and Philly right there.
That's right. Columbus has come back to you, but all of a sudden Philadelphia's entered the chat, as the kids say.
And Boston feels a little bit more safe.
Boston safe. 92 is significant.
And Boston, they're also looking at in division. It's like, well, hey, we got a shot to get in here too.
Behind Montreal all of a sudden.
It'll be fun because we're hockey fans and we enjoy it.
I'm first round NHL playoff fan for sure, and there are some dandies that could be had.
How do you feel about the West?
Boring. No, seriously, it does feel more boring. Although when you look at the bottom there, LA could get in. What?
Yeah, it's crazy that
Seattle Frick could get in.
Yeah, with the Predators, 3 straight losses. It's brought some other teams back into the equation. Winnipeg is saying, "Hey, hang on, Seattle, Kings." And Nashville's played 74 games. All those other, it's like Seattle's played 72 games. So they've got
San Jose's played 71 games. I think they're at 73 points. Like it's tough, but if you get on a streak, you're getting in.
Do any of these teams not just get swept though? Like
Winnipeg
Kings,
might not.
Winnipeg could win a game against Colorado. Yeah,
to me,
got a goalie.
Well, yeah, it obviously whoever Colorado plays, but who's going to win the Pacific? I don't know that I would look at Anaheim, Edmonton, or Vegas and say, "Oh, they're going to guaranteed cruise."
No,
through a round 1, depending on who they play.
Utah will be a tough out for any of the Pacific.
It'll be Utah, yeah. Well, I'm kind of with you, Rhett. Maybe we'll be proven wrong. Maybe we'll get to round 1 and it'll be super exciting, but it's hard to match what's going on in the East. But that's fine. That's why we have 2 conferences. That's how that works. That's why we have 2. There's your schedule for tonight. Big one with the Penguins and Islanders.
Huge.
She's a massive game, Jack. 5 o'clock. You'll be watching it on that awful TV of yours. Maybe you'll want to go out somewhere.
No, the boys took it. They paid for it and they took it. They took it back with them.
So that's how I didn't know that was how that works.
Yeah.
Yes, we smashed it. We feel bad, but we're also taking it.
I was told it's the designated Steelers TV for Sunday footballs next season.
That's probably a good idea. So do you have a TV now?
Yes, I have one on my main floor. Like that was an extra one in the basement. It was
right.
My stepbrother, so it was brought upstairs and smashed. Anyways.
So big game there. Torts makes his debut against the Canucks. The Ducks and the Leafs. Obviously, Ducks.
Radko Gudas.
Yes. Radko says he feels bad. He feels badly about what's happened.
I think Berube feels badly too. Like Berube's not even holding back anymore, is he?
No.
Well, I don't read all the comments, but a lot of the headlines are like Berube's. Well, they don't try and they don't compete. So what do you want me to do?
Yeah. There's already a lot of the stuff yesterday was, well, where's Cassidy going? Is he going to Edmonton or is he going to Toronto? Because he's going to have a job if he wants it. Late game Sharks kind of need it if they want to be in this conversation. It's one of the games that they have in hand, and it'll be the St. Louis Blues. We talked about it with John Tortorella, Vegas Golden Knights, 8 games left, firing Bruce Cassidy. John Tortorella coming in 3rd in the division. It's lucky for them they're in the Pacific. They've got a 4-point lead on the Kings. Tortorella has 23 seasons of NHL coaching experience. He was with the Flyers for 3 years up until last year. Been with the Jackets, the Rangers, Canucks, Tampa Bay Lightning. Interesting, though, it's another firing. Ryan Huska moves another spot up. And I don't know what does it mean? Does it mean he's a better? It just shows you how quickly the coaching carousel can move. There's the list of longest current tenured coaches. John Cooper since 2013. Bednar's been in Colorado since 16. Rod the Bod, 18. Marty St. Louis, 2022, as was Paul Maurice. Ryan Huska's the 8th most tenured coach in the national. There's 32 teams. And he's got a claim to, hey, I've been doing this a long time. And I don't think he's getting fired either. I don't know. Does Brunett's? How long do these other guys stay around?
Well, Brunette will be around if they make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So that's how that'll be there, I think, in Washington. Maurice ain't going. I don't think any of these guys are on the hot seat.
Other hockey to speak of, Red. The Western Hockey League. You played in it.
You're damn right I did, Dean.
You played in the Western Hockey League. The Calgary Hitmen opening up one of the opening round series. Round 1.
Against your Wheaties.
The Brandon Wheat Kings, a 2-3, I believe. They go to, they'll play the final 3 series games, if necessary, at the, whatever the rink's called there now in Brandon. Game 1 on the weekend. What's that?
What do you say? 2-3?
I believe they play 2 games here. Then they'll go to Brandon for 3.
2-3-2, though. Is it a best of 5?
I think it's best of 5 round 1.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
My
bad. Hitman Wheat Kings. Chat will let us know. Chat will let us know. It may not matter.
7.
Spoiler alert. Game 1. We go to overtime.
0-0.
Scoreless. Penalty shot for Jimmy Egan to win it.
This is double OT.
Double OT. Stop. We play on. Play on, Jimmy Egan. I think the Curl was saying he had 4 goals in the regular season. Not exactly who you'd want taking that shot, but we go to triple overtime. In the corner. Don't leave a guy in the slot. Don't leave him. There it is. Ethan Moore scores. By triple overtime, you're exhausted. You're puck watching a little bit. Ethan Moore left alone. He would bury. Hitman take a 1-0 series lead. Go to game 2. Back to overtime. Again, what? Power play and OT. It's Ethan Moore again. Scores in overtime. Hitman are up 2-0. Off to Brandon.
I could only wish for one thing more with the Hitman. More fans.
Yeah, it's
those kids play their asses off.
It's a bad look too, because if you have a seat, you're sitting kind of. You don't need to be on the end. You're kind of coming in the middle, so then you see the camera angles and all that sort of thing. Anyway, that's the scoop there. All the opening round series, our teams are up 2-0. Everett over Portland, Kelowna leading Kamloops, Prince George, Spokane. Let me finish. Penticton and Seattle. Prince Albert over Red Deer. There are 2 series tied at 1. Saskatoon, Edmonton, Medicine Hat, Regina.
And it's all best of 7s.
There we go. Every year in New York, they have, I don't even know if it's considered a charity game or what it is, but it's the New York Fire Department versus the Police Department. And you would think here they are, these are upstanding people. These are the people.
Pillars of society, Dean. These are the pillars of society.
Somehow, they're not fond of one another, and every year these games turn into
it's Bumdani.
They turn into a fight fest. Multiple scraps. This one goes to extra time.
Leonard leads the rush into the zone. Swivels the hips. Out behind with 3. Out front, quick shot, save made, rebound, another stop. The NYPD do it. For the first time since 2016, the PD get the win, and here we go. Leonard going at it with Stark right now.
Fellas.
We got a couple guys wrapped up. Antonik's in the mix. Leonard's throwing some punches.
You hate to see it, Rhett.
Stark's trying to celebrate.
Oh!
And here we go. Another fight brewing.
Like the game's over.
Maybe lost in all this is
And now dropping the gloves, it's Jeff Cool. And Cool's going at it now with Bridgewood. Bridgewood's got him in a headlock. Now someone jumps in, dives on top of Bridgewood. And here we go now, backup goalie Mitchell Schmidt's in the mix.
Congrats to the police department. As we heard there, they were overdue for a victory, and they get one over the fire department. Now, just basing this on, it's maybe not fair. I feel like maybe a fitness edge goes to the fire department guys. Maybe the police department, you got some guys, they're working a desk. You know, I'm in forensics. I'm in a lab looking stuff. You don't need to be in top fit shape. Fireman, I gotta be in shape. Maybe I'm profiling. Maybe that's not fair.
I think you're profiling. I think it's a personal.
I'll take it back. I apologize.
It's a personal choice.
I apologize to the police department.
I love they're taking it serious.
They do.
They're after it.
Come on, fellas.
Do you think they feel sheepish afterwards? Like, is that like a beer league brawl?
I don't know. I think I just think it's been like that for so long. I think it's come to be expected. Because you're right. There would be, whenever stuff happens in beer league, and then you get back to there's, we're all going to work in the morning.
What did I do?
What the hell are we doing? What is, like, unless they run your goal or something. But no, I say you. So you're
sad for this loss.
Your horseshit beer league team beat mine. Awesome. Some baseball stuff. We'll do the because the season just started. Here's home runs. Chase DeLauder of the Guardians. He's had an amazing start to the year. 4 home runs already this season. Have you hit 4 home runs this year? Guardian, Angels, yeah. No. Majority of the league hasn't hit home run. Chase DeLauder and some other teams have already gone yard. You got to love it. Baseball's back. And also the, I guess it was the World Baseball Classic. Pinder was very up in arms about some missed calls and bad calls. We need the robo-umps. We've got the robo-umps. Why aren't we using them? This was, now CB Buckner is the home plate umpire. And he's got, it's not Angel Hernandez, who's kind of despised as being awful at his job. Buckner's not far away from it, but this was, now this is the bottom of the 6th, the Reds, bases loaded, and
that are that close. I would right? Like, and they take forever to figure out.
So this one involving the Twins and the Orioles, the pitcher, you can roll it. It's great technology. It's great technology. It should make the sport better. Do they find a way to ruin this shit and get everybody to hate it?
I've said it. I don't understand why they don't have a buzzer in the ump's crotch. And if it's a strike,
does it have to be in the crotch?
Wherever.
Yeah.
But that'll that'll jolt you. Yeah. You're going to feel it.
Ooh.
Like it could be instant.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like it. Get it right. I think it happens so fast that it's not like NHL. Okay, we're gonna have to pause the game. Is that? Oh, we need the other angle. Oh, this is almost instant to get the call right. So who cares?
I do. Yeah. I mean, I do wonder what the future of having umpires is. Will they eventually just not have?
You can't fight the robots. You can't fight the robots, Dean.
You can't fight the robots. Good point by you. That's a Pinder.
I hate it because I think it's going to be like in a big game, you're going to think someone has a strike and everyone's going to be cheering and it's going to be a challenge and then it's reversed. Like,
Okay, yeah. So the Pittsburgh's, what is the name?
I'm never going to have to worry about it.
The Pirates
The
are in game 7 and they're down 1 in the bottom of the 9th. And the crowd erupts, but they got the call wrong. You're not going to be happy with that, Jack. Get the calls right.
I know.
The only thing that could happen is if there's somehow we found there was a flaw in the technology that actually that will be be the only thing.
You don't need that baseball. You don't need that.
It.
See, now my camera's moving around. Like, what has changed?
You're trying to take on the robots. You're talking. Yeah.
Look at that. Moved.
Village Honda presents the Pinder Report. Check out the all-new Prelude. The legendary sports coupe is back. First ever electrified Prelude, powered by the ultra-smooth, responsive, and fuel-efficient Honda 2-motor hybrid electric system found in the award-winning Civic hybrid models. It's the Honda Prelude. Take one for a rip. Northwest Auto Mall, Village Honda. Your dealership for life. You and me, we're on Amazon Prime tonight.
Yeah, we're big time, I guess.
Yeah. You know,
hanging with the right people.
Hanging with Bezos out on his yacht.
Yeah.
He says, hey, you know what you guys should do? Why don't you guys do a little wee-hoo for the game? All right, JB, we can do that for you. So yeah, if you've got nothing going on in your life and you turn your TV on for the game tonight, ahead of time on Prime, we do a little thing.
It's going to be good because we did it last year as well.
We did do it last year. Now, Jack, you were at the controls both years. You were producing both.
Yes.
Some similarities, some different. Oddly, they were playing Colorado this last year, the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was Colorado last year.
Yeah.
I believe it was near the end of the season as well.
Yeah.
There was just one major difference this year.
Yeah, there was one major difference and one other similarity. Pinder not part of it because he was away. What did you, without Pinder, what was your takeaway?
It was a lot smoother, yes.
I remember doing it last year. And Pinder, we had a plan, and then all of a sudden, the camera started rolling, and he was going to let everybody know how to dial to you.
He got so excited.
Okay, so a lot of info to tell people.
We'll talk about this and this and this and this because they only need a certain amount. Okay, we'll run a stop clock and I'll kind of keep an eye on it. And when we're close, I'll wrap it. So you start, and then all of a sudden, beep boop beep 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 beep. He starts going off. So, okay, we're flying now. All right.
I think that he tried to reference some of our inside jokey stuff too, where if you're not a listener, it'd be like,
huh? They're not going to know what we're talking about. So anyway, also, was there something with the wardrobe?
Oh, right. Yes. Rhett had the same shirt last year as this year. Yasmin noticed that. She's like,
a cozy sweater.
A cozy sweater.
I forgot about that.
Because I would not have noticed, but what did you go back to see?
I went back to just kind of see what the layout was and how we did it. When I was talking over with Yasmin, and she's like, he's wearing the same sweater. That's hilarious.
Well, sorry. I don't have 365. Screw you, Jack.
Jack.
Let me see if I can find it.
It's cold out. Just trying to stay cozy. Don't pay for heat in that building.
That's right. We'll go through the bets if you want to sniff around. We'll take a look at our Bet365 bets of the day. Hockey fans, are you tired of waiting for the end of the game to get paid? Ready to move on to the next puck drop? Well, that's why Bet365, an official partner of the NHL, has 3-goal early payout. If the team you're riding goes up 3 goals at any point in the game, they'll pay your bet out early. Hockey moves fast, and now with 3-goal early payout, there's one less thing you have to wait around for. Bet365. Download the app. See what early payouts all about. Must be 19 or older. Please play responsibly.
These are retros, and I'm gonna get a little love to Jackie boy. I don't know they win, but they're gonna keep it within 1.5. The old Pittsburgh Penguins at the New York Islanders. What happens when you get a new coach, Dean?
You get a win.
Yeah, 100% get a win. So Vegas. And I do believe the Cinderella slipper is about to fall off the Flames' foot. And the Avalanche are going to let them know that, no, we're a real team in a real barn, and we're going to smack you about the head.
There you go.
So my three-legger. And the two best offensive players in the game, Pittsburgh Islanders. Schaefer's got to go for it. Carlson's got to go for it. 3 shots each, because Pinder loves the shot things.
Yes. And Carlson has been dynamite.
So is Schaefer, Dean.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you heard that.
I feel like odd that Carlson be the one that you have to defend, but yeah, Schaefer's on another level. And it has been a bit of a renaissance season, would you say, Jack, for Erik Karlsson?
Yeah, it really has been.
Yeah.
This has been his best. It was all Sullivan. He had to go.
Right.
Yeah,
Karlsson, 60 points in 68 games for the he's got more points than Malkin, than Rusty. Is Sid coming back or is he done? Have you heard?
He's questionable today.
He'll
be back.
Right. There you have it. Those are our Bet365 bets of the day. Proud sponsor, proud partner with Barn Burner. Hockey fans, check out the Bet365's 3-goal early payout. Your team goes up by 3, you get paid. It's that simple. Download the app today. You must be 19 or older. Please play responsibly. Maybe it's a snow day, a little slow, getting into the groove on a Monday. We got a couple. Youth Centers of Calgary going to take care of us. And handsome Dan, we'll get to him in a while. The Flames owe us. Oh, and 3 at the very least, says the Big Bear. And 3 at the very least. 3 wins, 3 points, 3.
Third overall.
This was early in the show for Big Bear, so I apologize, Big Bear.
Lost your reference.
Yeah. Should have gone to it at the time, maybe. Maybe he's saying 3 wins. Maybe there's 3.
It's got to be something to do with too many wins.
It's something to do with them owing 3 at the very least. Thank you, Big Bear. Great donation for the kids. Handsome Dan, $10 every Flames goal scored. He must have been sitting there on Saturday thinking, geez, these guys are gonna break me. It's unreal that this team has so many wins in a row and scoring 4 or more goals. How many wins do they have, Boomcat? That's right, 55. Hashtag hockey is fun. 55. Attaboy, Handsome Dan. Not only supporting the cause, but also providing content for the show. I like that. Appreciate it. Thank you, Handsome Dan. $70. It's a lot of dough. So even though we only had a couple,
it's a good day.
$72+ for the.
That's all Flames related right there. Good job, Flames. Scoring goals.
Job. How's your camera there? Is it the sun?
Well, you know what? I was going to bring this up. I was going to say, well, now I know when the show should be shutting off is when my camera goes fuzzy because it's like the clock, right?
Yeah,
the sun is so. My camera goes fuzzy. It might just auto shut off my whole system.
Well, the thing of it is too, we can rely on that because the sun will be at the same spot year round, same time of day.
It's called the zenith. It's the sun's zenith or zenith, however you want to say it.
Got it.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato, tomato. I think Pinder's back tomorrow.
Oh, can't wait.
So we'll be.
You'll get a lot of. He's going to be ready.
Yeah, he will be wound up,
sick and miserable, or guns a blazing.
Yeah, it could be all. Yeah, you're right. We talked about it last week because he's with family and his kids and that whole thing. It's hard to get away and do Pinder things when you can't just leave. Where are you going? You can't just disappear until 2 or 3 a.m. to go and
I went to the Flames game and then I had to go to drive my buddy home, but then I had to take a cab back downtown.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Enjoy the game tonight. Here's the So this was, again, will be on the Amazon Prime pregame show. It's just us talking. It'll be no different. So this is from 2025. There you see it, the countdown to Monday Night Hockey. There's retro with Pinder. Pinder's all happy. He got all of his details in. And I'm probably saying, shut the fuck up. Is probably what I'm saying there.
Can't say that on Amazon.
I know you can't. So there's last year, and spoiler alert, here's what you can expect tonight.
Great retro.
You're very excited.
Like you're poking fun at me for no
No, I'm not.
I'm not buying it.
See ya, buddies.